All right, how's it going? Right here is the PCV valve. That's what we're gonna be replacing today. It's right there, that's it. I don't know if you can see that. So I got the valve cover gasket replaced a while ago. As you can see, it's seeping everywhere. I mean, it was leaking from the valve cover gasket. Now it's leaking from the oil intake. Sometimes on startup, the car has blue whitish smoke from like buildup from parking it. I mean, the valve cover is leaking again. In the garage, it started to drip oil. That's just water from rain the other day stuck in the pan. But so this oil is relatively fresh. I mean, it's not leaking a lot, but a Lexus isn't supposed to leak. I'm sort of bummed about the whole ordeal. These are the tools I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using this to undo the hose and these to take the PCV off, hopefully. Now I'm certain you guys can't see much of this, but you know. All right, so I slid this clamp off. Now I can just slide this hose off. Then I'm gonna take this thingamajig off. I'm not even sure what this is. I guess it's just to hold back oil or something. That's the PCV right there. And hopefully I can just unscrew it. I think this top thing's plastic. I don't wanna break it because I don't want shit falling in the engine, but you know, you never know. All right, so I'm gonna take off this oil fill. I'm pretty sure it's a bad idea, but I really think I have to reach a wrench. Not sure how this is the most unreliable LS there ever was, but I mean it is. Whoa. So this is the PCV that they said was good. It actually does sound like it's good, but I mean, it's just covered in junk. I mean, it's still making noise. I'm still replacing it. I don't know. This is the gasket for the oil fill. I'm just gonna wipe off all the area. All right, so this is the part. That's the part number 12204-50030 PCV. I think they're different from 01 to 03 and 04 to 06, but so this is the part. Gave them my VIN at the Lexus dealership. This should be the one. I mean, both the old one and the new one make the same noise. I'm just not risking it anymore. I'm gonna try and clean up the surface and just put this one in. All right, so I was told by the people at Lexus not to tighten it down super tight, but it was like 45 degrees off and it was not that far down to begin with, so I had to tighten it. I guess it'll be fine. I'm gonna put this thing back on, maybe re-wipe down the surface and see if I can tell a difference. This thing's tightened back down. It was 100% leaking from around there from before. New PCV valve. I don't know if you can see, like down there, 100% you can't see. Yeah, I mean, you can sort of see it's wet right there. That's the bottom of the valve cover. See right there? That's the edge of the valve cover. 100% it's leaking still. I mean, I made a video, I cleaned this whole thing. You can still see it's leaking. Pretty disappointing. Plop this hose back on. All right, the deed is done. This hose looks as tight as it can be. If that's not the problem with the crank getting pressurized, I mean, I don't know what is. I'm gonna start the car up right now and like loosen the oil fill and see how that is, but I just don't know. All right, let's see if this sounds any different. Doesn't seem to be any blow by. Well, I mean, that concludes it. That's how you replace your PCV. Thanks for watching.